Some people find it easier to close their eyes and engage in self-deception rather than admitting that something painful hurts them. Tuners were very happy until they rejoiced in pregnancy and birth. We definitely want to see more of this story, and there will be much more. So stay with us until the end as we have some really great news to share with you. Let's dive in with a short recap. Apple TV Plus almost immediately officially confirmed Servant Season 4 renewal status. The series revolves around a Philadelphia couple, Dorothy and Sean Turner, who hire Leanne, a mysterious young girl, to be the nanny for a lifelike reborn doll of their late son Jericho. But with her arrival comes a series of frightening and strange situations for the couple that threatens to create a rift in their marriage. Apple TV Plus has announced that Servant Season 4 is officially greenlit on the heels of revealing the trailer for Season 3. Shyamalan also revealed this on Twitter, but this wasn't all. He said that the fourth season will be the final for the hit psychological horror series, which was devastating for the fans.
No one is out there. We looked. We wouldn't know what to look for.
Those Midwest dead eyes.
Since the very first episode of Servant, audiences all over the world have loved buckling themselves in for this thrill ride, drawn into the cinematic, unsettling, twist-filled universe that Night Shyamalan has created. With each suspense-filled season, viewers have been able to experience the living nightmares of these compelling characters on an increasingly deeper level, and we can't wait for everyone to see what's in store as this gripping mystery takes another surprising turn in Season 4, said Apple TV Plus's head of programming Matt Chernis. The third season, just as in the other two, confines the action to the house of this upper-middle-class couple. The critics are saying that even the viewers are unsure of what the threat actually is. But that's both the series' frustration and strength. It drives most of its suspense and its enigma by never giving straightforward answers, which is a curse for an average viewer who prefers closure of some kind, not more questions prompted and everything answered. Servant's premise draws from the worst nightmares of parenthood, which is simple but potentially terrifying. It's a premise that offers a sense of leisurely domesticity, but also detachment. Faith has always been instrumental in Shyamalan, especially if we know that he's fascinated by biblical stories. Religious symbolism has been worked into every narrative, starting from The Sixth Sense and on. The critics agreed that there's a non-specificity and there's a lack of finality in the series. The show offers a little in terms of dark tales, the need for meaning, and examinations of isolation. Sainthood has long been associated with suffering, and Leanne, her faith both naive and intriguing, may just be on track to sainthood with her partaking in self-flagellation, including her preternatural spiritual experiences and prompting the polymix of victimhood and power. The couple will hit that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. No, really, the couple shows an empathetic interest in her religious beliefs, especially because they're broken, and soon she's convinced she's found her godly mission: to be a family protector, to stand between them and those she believes will bring them harm. Her loss of control leads to her own crippling inner turmoil with each attempt, and the audience is trying to learn more about who exactly this young woman is. Is she the caregiver from hell, heaven, or some other place? There is a mystery, tension, questions, and jump scares posed with really no answers. What exactly is the idea? Is it an act of destruction in order to create? It looks like the audience is forced to imagine what world these people and this house exists in, which might not be a bad thing. But enough about Season 3, let's talk about the release date of Season 4. The series was renewed a month before the Servant third season premiere back in December 2021. The fourth season will also be the last season, and it's expected that it'll wrap up the whole story. Season 1 was released in November 2019, while the second one in January 2021. We watched the last Servant episode on 21st January 2022. It's expected that Season 4 will have 10 episodes with a runtime of 26 to 36 minutes. Such as the previous seasons. The exact release date hasn't been confirmed as of yet, but considering the previous season's debut, we could guess that it'll be around a year after the previous season. Having said that, we could expect the series to premiere sometime in 2023. Now let's talk about the cast list. Yes, most of the actors from Season 3 will return to reprise their roles in Season 4 as well. However, we might see some new characters as well. These are the confirmed roles so far. We'll see Lauren Ambrose in the role of the TV news reporter who lost her firstborn child in a car accident. Yes, we'll see more of Dorothy Turner. Lauren is one of the main protagonists in the show. Toby Kebbell will smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. No, really. In all seriousness now, Kebbell will return in the role of Sean Turner, Dorothy's husband and the father of Jericho. We're happy to confirm that Nell Tiger Free will return as Leanne Grayson. The character is one of the most mysterious in the series. Leanne is a nanny with supernatural abilities. I think that most of the fans are waiting for season 4 just for Nell's character. Rupert Grint, who's playing Dorothy's brother, will return one more time in the role of Julian Pierce. We don't know exactly who the new faces will be, but we hope that season 4 will come up with a satisfying ending. And what exactly might happen in season 4? So we see a frantic Dorothy scrambling to flee the Turner home after episode 10 of season 3. At this point, Dorothy has no trust in her brother Julian or her husband Sean when it comes to taking her side against Leanne. It seems like everyone except for Dorothy views Leanne as a tool for keeping their now somewhat stabilized life continuous. After giving birth to the actual baby Jericho and leaving him in the car, Dorothy actually suffered from postpartum depression. She went into a state where she either chose to escape from the truth or couldn't remember what happened. Julian and Sean had to pick up the pieces. Once Leanne came into their lives, everything changed. Replace the family's reborn doll with a real-life baby, which this moment is strange because viewers still don't know who the baby truly belongs to. Somewhere down the line, Dorothy could sense how dangerous this nanny could be, although she also has her fair share of personal issues. In the season 3 finale, we saw how Dorothy tries to escape from her and Sean's family home, and she wants to leave without Leanne, who restrains Dorothy and calls for Sean and Julian. Dorothy yells at Leanne and calls her mentally insane, and this disturbance escalates further. And you know what this led to? Leanne used her supernatural power to cause Dorothy to fall over the stairwell. Now, Dorothy might be seriously injured in season 4, which will make it much more difficult to escape the Turner home for good. And one more mystery has to be solved. Fans of the Servant series have been trying to understand for 3 full seasons who the replacement baby actually is. While the general theory suggests that this might actually be Leanne's biological child, there are some signs and indicators that show that the baby could have also belonged to an unidentified cult member. The person that Leanne had escaped within season 1, there should be some clarification on who the child belongs to, with the 4th season being the last of the series. There are different theories related to this part of the story. Could the nanny have brought baby Jericho back to life? As we said before, this might as well be Leanne's child. But why hand him over to the Turners if the child is Leanne's? An explanation could be her desire to give the baby a happy and stable childhood. There's not much left. These questions will be answered soon. So what do you think of these scenarios? Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.